Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel of CrossQ. So in this video we will be discussing about the expected pattern of MBA CET 2022. So let's start. Before we start, there are a few announcements that we are starting a new batch from 1st of February for MBA CET. And if you are preparing for MBA CET, you can join the Telegram group. The link is given in the description. Please download our app, that is the CrossQ app from Play Store. Again, the link is given in the description. We will be uploading free topic test on the app that would be accessible to everyone who downloads the app, and you can subscribe to the channel, and for if you have any queries, please free feel to drop a message on this number. So let's start. So before we first understand the pattern of expected pattern of MBA CET 2022, let's first try and understand what changed from CET 2020 to CET 2021. So as you all know, there are four different subjects. That is logical reasoning, you have quantitative aptitude, you have English, and you have visual reasoning. These There were four same subjects in CET 2021 as well. But the major difference in 2020 and 2021 was that CET 2020 had four sections and CET 2021 absolutely had no sections. So what do I mean by sections and no sections? Okay, so let's say there were 75 questions of logical reasoning in 2020. So let's say first to 75 good number of questions. As you all know, there are 200 questions in CET. So first to 75, let's suppose, was of LR. 76 to 125, let's assume that was of quant, and 126 to 175 was of English, and 176 to let's say 200 was of visual reasoning. Okay, so this is how the pattern of CET 2020 was. So basically all the 75 questions of logical reasoning were clubbed together and they were in a sequence that formed the first section of your paper. But in 2021 there was absolutely no section. By that I mean is, let's assume the first question of LR, second question of can not necessarily should be of LR, it could be of quant as well, it could be of English as well, and it could be of visual reasoning as well. So absolutely there was no particular pattern of questions that were followed. The questions were absolutely scattered throughout the paper. So this was one major difference. The another major difference was about the number of questions. Let's say as per the official declaration or the notification of CET, there were supposed to be 75 questions of logical reasoning, but in 2021 one couldn't bet on the thing that there were 75 questions of logical reasoning. It were different for different slots. Let's say one of the slot had 90 questions of quantitative aptitude. Even in my slot there were only 10 questions of visual reasoning, but the official notification said was 25 questions, but there were only 10 questions of visual reasoning in my slot. Okay, uh, quantitative aptitude, there were very few questions of quantitative aptitude. My slot was basically dominated by logical reasoning. So this was a major change from CET 2020 to CET 2021. Again, the major difference was there were new topics in 2021 CET compared to 2020 CET. The new topics basically were clocks and calendars. There were questions from logarithm, there were questions from arithmetic progression, geometric progression. There was a new type of questions that was a spelling error. There were questions from cubes and dices, and again, my slot even had questions from integration and differentiation, and there were another questions as well. But then, okay, I don't think they would come in 2022 CET. So my slot had around 10 questions of clocks and calendars as well. Okay, so that is approximately 5% of the paper was on clock and calendar. This was pretty new in CET. That has never happened. Okay, so there were questions again. I had two questions of logarithm. I had two questions of APGP. Okay, and there were questions of spelling errors in 2021. But then, should we be focusing on this type of question? I would say no, because CD 2021 spelling errors were scientific terms. So even if you master the this particular type of you know question, but I am damn sure that it would be very difficult for you to correctly find the spelling of that particular word, because it was pretty difficult. As I said, there were scientific terms, biological terms, so very difficult for any normal person to master those spellings. So You may ignore this type of question. I just want to inform you. Okay. So there was cubes and dices question and integration and differentiation questions as well. So what do we expect in CET 2022? So see, basically, the reason that the pattern changed from 2020 to 2021 was uh, the paper setting agency changed from 2020 to 2021. It was IBPS who used to set the paper of MBA CET from the year 2016 to 2020. So there was a fixed particular pattern. There were fixed particular type of questions that used to come. That is 30 marks ka seating arrangement and puzzles and everything else. Okay. But in 2021, the agency changed, and that is why there was so much change in the pattern. Okay, so what do we expect in 2022? I would say it particularly depends on the paper setter. If we get to know that IBPS is the paper setter, you can follow the 2020 2019 ka pattern. If you know that it is not the IBPS, it is some other agency that is setting the paper, so you can follow the 2021 ka pattern. For now, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to prepare both the patterns. Okay, you are supposed to take mock test of both the patterns, and you are supposed to prepare the new chapters that came in 2020 one. That would obviously help you in CMAT as well, because CMAT has all these chapters. Okay, so for now, stick to 2021 pattern. Just you have to study a few extra chapters, that would suffice. And as soon as there is an official announcement from DT about the paper setter, that was actually announced in last year as well. So you can switch to any of the patterns and prepare accordingly. For now, just I want you to just be informed that you can expect changes in 2022 pattern as well. Okay, with reference to the 2021 paper. Okay, so that's it in this video, guys. I hope you must have understood what to expect in CT 2021. If you still have any other questions, you can drop a message on the given number, and you can drop a comment as well and let us know what different videos you want us to make for MBA CET as well as CMAT. Thank you so much, guys. Till then, take care.